2024 Honda Accord Hybrid Review. Pros: refinement, cabin space, fuel economy. Cons: all-wheel drive not offered. What's new? No major changes. The Honda Accord Hybrid has all the many and varied attributes that make the Accord midsize sedan a class leader, while improving both fuel economy and power. Pricing starts at $32,195. Before we launch into the reasons why we really like this car, let's just clarify one thing. The Honda Accord lineup incorporates both non-hybrid and hybrid variants. The latter versions are higher up the trim level ladder. But to appreciate them fully, as well as put them into their own particular context, we've decided to create this dedicated review for the Accord Hybrid. The non-hybrid Accord models have their own review. Honda excels at making vehicles that hit so many targets, even if those targets might seem at odds with each other, like quality and value, technology and user-friendliness, space and drivability, or power and fuel economy. Yet the Accord performs every one of those tricks, which is why it won last year's Kelley Blue Book Best Buy Award for its class. The Accord Hybrid also provides more equipment than its combustion-only stablemates. If there's only enough in the budget for a non-hybrid Accord, that's still going to buy an excellent car. But if it's possible to stretch to one of these hybrids, we'd recommend doing so. 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid pricing. The 2024 Honda Accord Hybrid starts at $32,195. That gets you the base sport model, while the top touring trim begins at $37,800. For reference, the non-hybrid Accord starts at $27,895. Accord Hybrid Sport $32,195. Accord Hybrid XL $33,840. Accord Hybrid Sport L $34,175. Accord Hybrid Touring $38,190. These are manufacturer's suggested retail prices, MSRP, and don't include the $1,095 factory-to-dealer delivery fee, destination charge. Although there are rival midsize sedans, not all of them have hybrid variants. The alternatives are the Toyota Camry Hybrid and Hyundai Sonata Hybrid, both beginning in the high 20s. For something smaller, a Honda Civic Hybrid is supposedly on the way. Before buying a new Accord Hybrid sedan, check the Kelley Blue Book fair purchase price to know what you should be paying. Class-leading resale values. From a certain perspective, the Accord Hybrid doesn't exist. There's merely the 2024 Accord, and its higher trims just happen to employ a hybrid drivetrain. So there's no distinction in our resale value data between hybrid and non-hybrid. The main thing is that the Accord traditionally has the strongest resale values of its class, and there's every reason to believe that this latest generation will continue these winning ways. Robust resale values bring a benefit in low ownership costs overall, and recouping more money when you sell or trade can mean a bigger down payment and lower monthly payments on your next vehicle. What's new for 2024? After launching last year, this latest generation Accord, the 11th, doesn't bring many changes for 2024. Power, ride, and handling. The Accord Hybrid enjoys a total of 204 horsepower created by a gasoline/electric drivetrain. That's a little more muscle than the non-hybrid Accord, only with noticeably better fuel economy, which we'll get to in a second. Honda hasn't quoted any standstill to 60 mph times, but this amount of thrust is absolutely fine for both driving around town and humming along the freeway. Sometimes we've forgotten that the Accord Hybrid is actually a hybrid. The way the drivetrain moves from electric to gasoline to a combination of the two is velvet smooth. The brakes feel natural, despite their energy regeneration system, a compulsory factor for hybrids. And sometimes we've forgotten when we last went to a gas station, the fuel economy is so good. In between those rare visits, we've found the ride quality to plot a pleasing course between comfort and control. It's great to be in something that just works so well and doesn't ask too much of you. There's nothing out of the ordinary about the Accord Hybrid that a driver must do or be aware of. Simply use it and look after it in the normal way. On top of all that, the steering is easy, and the cabin is quiet. We're impressed. We've spent hundreds of hours driving and researching the current collection of midsize sedans, including the Honda Accord Hybrid. Fuel economy. Most Accord Hybrid models are rated to return a combined fuel economy of 44 mpg combined. Smaller wheels help the XL deliver 48 mpg. But even at 44 mpg, an Accord Hybrid tasked with 15,000 miles per year will consume about 10 fewer gallons of gas per month than the regular Accord, which is rated for 32 mpg in mixed driving. Even at $3 per gallon, that's a savings of $30 per month. Over a full 5-year buy/drive/sell ownership cycle, most drivers are likely to save enough in fuel costs to more than cover the hybrid powertrain price premium. High-quality interior. A metal mesh across the dashboard and air vents brings a futuristic flavor to the Accord Hybrid's cabin. Otherwise, the interior is understated yet still uses quality materials and puts them together well. The infotainment system comes with a 12.3-inch touchscreen, the largest Honda has installed to date. Even a few minutes in the driver's seat tells us that this is sufficiently comfortable and supportive for long trips. Thin pillars on either side of the windshield contribute to excellent outward vision. The sloping roof looks like it might not be kind to rear headroom, but we've sat back there and it's fine for an adult male of average size. With 40.8 inches of rear legroom, the Accord Hybrid has a similar sense of roominess as a full-size sedan. The Hyundai Sonata Hybrid musters 34.8 inches, while the Toyota Camry Hybrid has 38. The Accord's 16.7 cubic feet of trunk space also eclipses its rivals. Well-judged exterior. Styling-wise, the new Accord Hybrid sedan doesn't go out on such a limb as the Kia K5, for example, yet it also avoids the character-free zone of previous Accords. We think Honda has pitched the look perfectly, with a fine balance of freshness and decorum. The choices of exterior colors are fashionably monochrome, with silver in there somewhere. The brightest option is radiant red metallic. Our favorite features and tech. Infotainment system. The Accord Hybrid's infotainment system impresses with its speed and user-friendliness. The top touring trim includes Google Assistant and Google Maps, so things like setting the cabin temperature and putting a destination into the navigation can all be done with voice commands. It's also capable of over-the-air updates. Digital driver information display. Every new Accord Hybrid midsize sedan comes with a 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster whose graphics are just as crisp and easy on the eye as the infotainment touchscreen. Honda Link. This standard set of connected services includes remote start/lock/unlock, stolen vehicle tracking, and automatic crash notification. Lane keeping assist system. We've not always been fans of cars trying to tell us how to drive, but the standard lane keeping assist function in the new Accord Hybrid comes in smoothly and subtly. Hybrid drivetrain. There was a hybrid variant of the previous generation Accord, but Honda has put a lot of engineering effort into this new setup to enhance refinement, fuel efficiency, and power delivery. Head-up display. This 6-inch head-up display projects information onto the windshield so the driver can see it better. Along with wireless charging, it's slightly disappointing that such cool technology is available only in the top touring trim, but head-up displays used to be exclusive to luxury cars not so long ago. Engine and transmission. A 2.0-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine is joined by 2 electric motors to endow the Accord Hybrid with a total of 204 horsepower. Admittedly, that's not much more muscle than the Turbo 1.5 in the lower Accord trims, developing 192 horsepower, and Honda doesn't give a total torque figure. However, the electric motor that helps drive the wheels develops 247 lb-ft of torque from 0 to 2000 rpm. So the Accord Hybrid has the potential for plenty of zip when moving away from a standstill. The second motor acts as a generator to keep the battery topped up. Compared with its rivals, this hybrid Accord falls between the Camry's 208 horsepower and the Sonata's 192. Front-wheel drive and an automatic transmission is the sole setup for the Accord Hybrid sedan. 3-year/36,000 mile warranty. Honda's new vehicle warranty is for 3 years or 36,000 miles, whichever happens first. Roadside assistance is also provided over that time. Powertrains are covered for 5 years or 60,000 miles. Hybrid batteries have their own warranty of 8 years or 100,000 miles. This is all typical for the class, although not the best. Honda also adds 2 years or 24,000 miles of free scheduled servicing.